Or should I say we had a problem? We protested legally. But then again, the mistake that was made at that time was that we created an avenue for criminals to come into it, to hijack the process and commit their criminal intent. We have to remember, which is why I'm calling for caution now. There is no doubt that the change of currency was not planned well, and it has been irresponsibly created. It's good to change currency, but I think the most important aspect of it is this. We have to remember that Nigerians are people that know what they are doing. They are mostly educated. They mostly know what they want and what they don't want. And for so long, people have turned them into people that don't know what they are doing. As if Nigerians, or should I say, the majority of Nigerians are stupid people. And they just play with their intelligence. And I think at this point, people are getting tired of this nonsense. We have to stop allowing people use politics as a convenient excuse for other things. I'm not speaking on behalf of any party. I'm not speaking on behalf of the APC. I'm not speaking on behalf of anybody. I'm speaking on behalf of youths only. And I'm only speaking because I want them to show caution. Because as it is going now, attacking banks, there is no advantage to it. If you attack a bank, or you go and kill somebody, tell me today, did that solve your problem? What was the whole point? Did it make the government take a step back? What did it cost? Nothing. And you are creating a reason for somebody to shoot you and kill you. And you are giving them a convenient reason to do so. So we have to understand ourselves now. You see, people are talking, and the lower class of people as well. The reason why we are all complaining about this is because we want to go into vote buying. That is not right. It's a lie. It's a lie. It's not a good reason. Because if you are saying that you don't want us to hold money because of buying of vote, the question remains, do you think that politicians keep money in Naira? Who keeps money in Naira? They can also buy those votes in dollars. They have the resources. Some of them even own banks. So I want to say that this is nothing but a convenient excuse for the CBN governor to do what he wants to do. Because if we speak now, their defense is they want to buy a vote. That's the only defense they have. They are using that as a distraction so that they do not have to answer the questions that Nigerians are asking, which is, why are you doing this? What plans did you have in place to achieve this? When you said there was a deadline, did you make sure that you had the new currency? And is it a crime? Is it a crime for anybody to keep a large amount of money? Is it a crime? We have people that are not close to banks. What they use is their POS agent as their bank. But you move around now, even the POS agents don't have money. We are in a situation whereby Nigerians are using Nigerian money to buy Nigerian money, creating a space for this nonsense. Are you fighting corruption, or are you creating a new way of corruption? Because that's all you can see. There's no advantage. It's also corruption. If a Nigerian can collect 10,000 naira because you want to collect 100,000 naira from you, you are creating an avenue for corruption. It's creating resentment. But the truth is, this is not political. This is strictly financial. I mean, we are not stupid. The CBN should have come out and explained themselves to us. There is no point for all this. If you are saying you want to change the currency, you have to make sure that you have enough new currency that is going to cover for the old one. Because people are now in a position where people are working. They are no longer paying taxes or cars because they don't have money to give. What crime did they commit? Are they not Nigerians too? Do you think that this thing is going to affect people that are really rich? They can transfer money as much as they want. There is no limit to that. So for somebody to use it as a convenient excuse is just a distraction so that he does not have to tell us what he is really thinking about. For this to happen, we are not going to say anything bad about him. We are not going to insult the president. We can't. Because he's a leader. And as a leader, the only thing he's supposed to do is give us direction. It is the responsibility of all stakeholders in this country, in all value chains, for them to come together and say the president wants this. Now, how do we achieve it for the president? That's all for a leader. A leader is supposed to just give direction. That's why he appoints many people around him. Both from the CBN, the banks, whatever is going to take, a system should have been created to run itself. He has given an instruction, he has approved something. Fine, he did not give us any timeline. It's the responsibility of all of us to come together and see how it can be achieved, not the way it's done now. Apart from that, it's important for leaders to also understand that as a leader, everything you do or you don't do affects everybody at once. It affects everybody at once. But they do not remember this. Nigerians already made up their minds that they are going to go with Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Kashif Shettima. They made up their minds. There's nothing that's going to change their mind now. They are suffering, yes, because they are not holding money in cash. But Nigerians are too smart. They will adapt. Today, are you seeing them still talking? They are not even talking anymore. They have adapted to the cashless policy, even though it's irresponsible. And for those places that you are seeing banks being attacked, all these things, any bloodshed, anybody that dies because of this thing, I want to say on behalf of all youths, the CBN governor is the cause of it. If anybody dies because of this bad move, if anybody dies because of this irresponsible change of currency, which was not planned well, as a leader, you have to understand, everything you do affects everyone. You do not have enough money. We are even trying to understand what is happening. The question is, didn't you plan how this thing is going to be done well? Or was your plan just to get money out of it? What is it? Please tell us. And if you can't, then we understand that this is mischievous. This is not political. This is financial. And that's what I'm saying. So please, tell us, anybody that loses his life, any banker that is attacked, any bank that is burnt down and vandalized, the CBN governor is responsible because he created an avenue for frustrated Nigerians to take out their frustrations on each other. And that is the truth of the matter. Lastly, I want to send out a message to the President of this country. Mr. President, we support you and have always supported you. The President needs to understand